Hi horse lovers, welcome back to Free Spirit Equestrian. Like I told you, I'm going to several auctions this week and we are at our second one. So I am in Ohio right now. I'm going to be hitting 3 auctions in the next couple days. This is a special sale that they're hosting here today. Cannot wait to see all of the horses, and I of course brought the trailer. I'm looking to buy. Hopefully it finally happens in the next couple days. I'm really excited and I cannot wait to take you through. Let's go check the horses out. Also, I'm flying solo today, so the filming is going to be just me. I don't have anyone else with me, so wish me luck. All right, horse lovers, let's see what's here. Oh, you guys are adorable. These horses here are what is referred to as loose pen horses. So essentially, they come through auctions with little to no known history. Sometimes they can go for really cheap and you can find a really good horse out of the loose pen, but it really just depends. Okay. This horse caught my eye. I thought this horse was really pretty. Looks like it could be a halflinger cross. I couldn't tell if that leg was swollen. He was a little skittish. This little donkey was absolutely precious. And then this big draft horse, oh my goodness, just absolutely so sweet. Maybe could be a really good horse with some groceries and some good nutrition. Just stunning, and like a liver chestnut. Very, very beautiful. So sad that they end up in this situation sometimes. It really hurts to see. But this one is starting to get a little bit more friendly. Okay, that draft and the other horse were so sweet. Oh my gosh. Looks like these are a couple thoroughbreds or standard breds here. And then there was this really pretty red dun. This horse was in the catalog. They said that the horse had some recent x-rays, had some coffin joint issues, but at least they're being honest and requires some maintenance.
Hi, you're so pretty. You're so pretty.
They also had a bunch of really cute ponies at this sale. They're so adorable. They had other livestock. They had bulls, heifers, there was donkeys, highland cows, goats, so a bunch of different types of animals as well. So I'm just looking around, seeing if there's anything else that piques my interest. This red dun was really beautiful, the one we just saw a little bit ago, but I'm just not looking for that maintenance at the moment. While I was walking around, all of a sudden this beautiful yearling caught my eye. I walked up to him. I just thought he was absolutely gorgeous. He's a silver dapple. Love his demeanor. He was so calm, gentle, and sweet. He let me pet him. Look at him. And he's absolutely huge. Like, he's laying down right now, but oh my gosh, he's so beautiful. So I went up to him. I gave him a little snuggle. He was so sweet and gentle. I've just never seen a yearling that's this big with his beautiful color. He's definitely like some type of Percheron, like draft cross, and he's absolutely stunning. He's very special. I'm interested, but it's really hard because I really don't want or need a yearling right now, but we'll just have to see. Look at his long legs. Is he not precious? I loved how he was so gentle and sweet and let me check him out, give him a little hug. He just seems like a gentle giant, and he's going to be huge when he's bigger, if he's this big now. I just wonder why he's here and how he ended up in this situation, because he's beautiful. And I mean, honestly, if he could sell for a lot of money, so why is he here? So I'm just going to walk him around a little bit. It's so hard to tell because he's growing. He's in like that awkward stage right now, and I can't really tell if he's stiff. I don't know. I feel like he's a little stiff in the rear, but I don't know for sure. It's too hard to tell. He was a doll for letting me pick up his hoof. Just such a good boy. It's one of those situations where I am pretty stubborn about when I say I don't need something, I don't need it. But at the same time, I don't want to miss an opportunity. I don't know. We'll just have to see what I end up deciding. I'm going to think about it for a little bit, but he really is a special horse. And if I don't get him, I really hope that he does end up in a good situation. But again, that's not my responsibility because, of course, I didn't bring him here. But we'll just have to see. Okay, let's continue to look around and see all of the horses that are here today.
Was it really?
I think that's Mama and twins.
Is it twins?
Yes, they look exactly the same, and she looks like she was bred. Look at this little calf. That's absolutely adorable. They are so cute. This is another loose pen horse. I thought this horse was beautiful, but a little bit too small for what I'm looking for. And then there was this really nice put together horse. I love the markings, very unique, absolutely stunning, looks very well cared for. However, a little bit smaller than what I'm looking for right now. I need a bigger horse. So that has been my goal, and that's what I'm sticking with. These bays over here are beautiful. I thought they were stocky and well built. Just gorgeous. There were a few horses over here by the feeder, so we're gonna go check them out. This was a Palomino yearling, it looks like, a little bit thin. And then there were a couple pintos. That little pony's cute. And then this is another view of some of the loose pen horses, and that pinto I really liked. These horses over here were hiding in the back, and there's some cute ones. The pony, I like this halflinger. There was this beautiful bay that was built really nice. Looked like it was in really good condition. So let's check some of these horses out here. This is the halflinger horse I was interested in, and it looks like he has a sprung shoe. He definitely needs a good trim and reset, but it doesn't look like he's foundered or anything. I'm really interested in this halflinger gelding. My only concern is he's really sweaty, but it is hot, and it's kind of like, you know, stuffy in here because of all the body heat from the horses. But he's really cool. He's like 12 years old. They say he's been there, done that. Of course, you have to take into consideration all that might be true, but he's really cool and really stocky. I'm gonna look him over really well. I picked up all 4 legs, felt for any lumps or bumps. Everything looked pretty good. I lifted his tail. He did have a little bit of diarrhea, but that could be from shipping and all of that. So we'll see. Here's the yearling again. Now he's standing tied. He is a stud colt, and we're just checking out his teeth, looking him over. So there's a cool trick that if you measure up to the shoulder and then move the rope higher, that's how tall they're gonna be. So it looks like he's gonna be about 16'2", maybe bigger. Oh my gosh, I freaking love him. I just said I'm not gonna buy a yearling, but he's 2 and he is amazing.
Look at you.
So cute. Are you just learning? There was this big white draft, but he had kind of bad hooves and a docked tail. This horse was really good looking, just not exactly what I'm looking for today, but I thought was very beautiful. This paint horse was really sweet and friendly and also beautiful as well. This Appaloosa broke my heart. So this Appaloosa is blind. Like I could tell, you can obviously tell in one eye, but then the other eye, you can tell there's definitely some moon blindness going on there. And it just absolutely broke my heart. Like this horse doesn't know what's going on, and then he's put in this situation. Just makes me really sad. This is another loose horse. Now he's a Belgian. He was very friendly and social. He had a lot of swelling though in his limbs, so he might have CPL, not quite sure, but he was really friendly and he is super cute. Honestly, all of these animals here today deserve the absolute best. They're all so sweet, kind, and gorgeous in their own way. And I wish, again, that I could just help more horses, but you can only take on what you can take on, and you have to be specific, and you have to be very serious when you're looking at auction horses because it's a mixed bag and you do not know what you're getting. You just have to guess and make the best educated decision that you can at the time. All right, I have about 2 horses on my radar, and like I said, something doesn't happen here, it'll happen eventually.
You are so precious. Oh, you cute baby. Cute.
This horse was really pretty, absolutely beautiful. Love the mane. Again, there's so many horses here today, and I'm just going through what horses stand out to me right now. We're gonna see that halflinger ride here in a second, so we'll see how that goes. Like, he had a sprung shoe, so I'm not sure if he's gonna look sound even if he is. The halflinger's out here riding right now, so they will ride the horses out in the parking lot, which is good. But unfortunately, I immediately noticed that the halflinger is definitely lame in the hind, so he is not sound, which basically means he would not be a good candidate for me at this time. Now, this little Appaloosa was cute, but not quite big enough for what I'm looking for. You can see this halflinger is a good size, so that's why I was interested in him, but I just don't think that's gonna work for today. He's definitely stiff, and I can see it in the left rear the most. All right, so the bidding is about to start soon. Unfortunately, the halflinger looks really lame in the back, so that is no longer an option. And the colt is a stud colt. So yeah, I could get him gelded, but again, I'm not looking for that, so I just don't think it's worth it. It's still not completely out of my mind, like we'll have to see. But yeah, otherwise there was really nothing else that I was that interested in. So we're going to another sale tonight, so fingers crossed. There were a few new loose pen horses that arrived. I thought this halflinger was adorable, but had a docked tail. And again, it just concerns me for flies in the summer. And I did notice there was a new loose pen Appaloosa. I'm just not feeling it though. And I'm just gonna go with my gut in this situation. Okay, so now I have Kyle with me. We went out to eat at a Amish style buffet. It's really delicious. So yeah, it's really common in this area. They have a lot of like home cooked meals and buffet and like family style dining, so it's always delicious. I look forward to coming here. My favorite is the green beans and the noodles. What's your favorite, Kyle?
the desserts.
Okay, their sugar cookies here are amazing. These are the amazing cookies. Okay, so we got the cookies, but I also got a bag of cereal marshmallows. So I always will like pick these out of the Lucky Charms and eat them. And when I saw these, I was like, I have to have them. And then we got mini Buckeyes. I love those too.
And I always buy jam.
Kyle loves jam. So what is this, Loganberry?
Yeah.
Nice.
I never had Loganberry, so.
So good. I have quite a sweet tooth, so. All right, horse lovers, I'm leaving the horse auction. So of course I decided not to get anything. There wasn't really anything I was interested in besides the halflinger, which was clearly pretty stiff. So that was a no-go. And I really don't need a stud colt as much as I wanted him. Just like the last auction, I'm just sticking to what I decided before. I don't need a yearling or anything really young currently. Again, all the variables. But we got 2 more auctions, so fingers crossed. I really want to bring something home, but I'm not going to settle. So we are heading to a late night horse sale. Now it's mainly going to be standard breds, but they will have a few riding horses. So basically what I'm saying is there could be a horse that I'm interested in, and there's a chance that there might be one that I can buy tonight, but maybe not. Then in my next video, I'm going to a small draft horse sale in the morning. So fingers crossed, I'm really wanting to get a horse this week, but again, I'm not going to settle for less. I know what I want and I know it's out there. So hopefully the timing is right, but we'll just have to see. Okay, let's head to this sale. Right when we walked in, I noticed this cute buckskin pony. Too bad we're not in the market for that. But then I noticed these beautiful duns. So this one is more possibly a buckskin. And then this horse here is a red dun. And I thought he was really pretty. So I asked him to pull him out for me. I'm going to feel all of his legs, pick up all of his hooves, and just make sure that I don't see or feel anything that could be odd. And he's really well behaved and quiet, and as I was looking him over, he looked really good. He was really kind to handle. I mean, this seems like a really nice horse. He's not exactly what I would pick out on any given day, but I just liked how he seemed very sensible and well broke. And he looks pretty good health-wise. He could gain a little bit of muscle, but other than that, he seems like a really nice horse, so he's an option. Then I thought that this bay standard bred was honestly just gorgeous. Well built, a beautiful standard bred. Kyle really liked this big bay, but this horse unfortunately had already sold. But look at the big shoulder. Really nice horse there. A lot of the horses here at Smoky Lane actually are in pretty good condition, and some of them are really shined up. This pony was adorable. I liked the size of this pony. I do like that this horse is a little bit more stocky. It's not, again, what I'm looking for, because I do need a taller horse, and this pony is pretty small, but so sweet and funny. What a cutie. If I was in the market to buy a pony, I would consider this one, just because I do like that this pony's smaller, but very stout, so still strong. So that's always something you want to look for, like what's the barrel of the horse look like? What's their bone structure? What weight can they handle if they're a pony? But really cute. They also had a few mules and donkeys here as well. I feel like you can't go to an auction and not see them. They're so cute though. And again, just a lot of standard breds, because this is primarily a driving horse sale. And again, they all look really good. There's just a few riding horses here today, which I've showed you the ones that are here and the ones that I'm interested in. Look how pretty. I love that blaze. But yeah, I really like how these standard breds look and how they're presented. So it's nice to see an auction that has well-kept horses and a facility. That's the way to do it if you're going to do it. We're going to continue to walk around and look at the other horses. This horse I thought was stunning. And then look at this mini horse. He's a stud and he is adorable, along with this other mini horse as well. I just love looking at them. They are so cute, and you know Kyle loves them too. Then I continued walking around and I saw this pony. This looks like it could be a halflinger cross of some sort. Now, similar to the other pony that we just saw, I really like the build on this one. It's a smaller pony, but very stocky, so can carry more riders than a pony that is this size, but doesn't have as much of a thick bone structure or barrel. So again, just something to take into consideration. Again, I'm not interested because this horse still is small enough where it wouldn't be able to carry large size adults, so I'm gonna pass, but very cute. Also, I think standardbreds can make great riding horses, but it's just personally not what I'm interested in. I do like the standardbred crosses a lot, but these are primarily driving horses. But this one I thought was drop dead gorgeous. Is that not a good looking horse or what? Look at the mane and tail. Look at the body, like just beautiful and very well groomed. This mare here was a Morgan cross. Isn't she pretty too? I love her tail. She looks like she's in pretty good condition and she's nice and shiny. So it's just nice to see horses that are well taken care of and people are putting the time into them and they take pride in bringing their animals here. So that's nice. Some of the standardbreds went for 8 to 10K, but the ones I'm going to show you went from anywhere from 2,500 up to 5,500. But you can see them come through, and then when the riding horses come through, I'll show you the exact prices.
154, this one here, he's selling for some. Two times, and when 62 is in, this is the 12-year-old ranch type gelding. Hey, I didn't do that. Alan, next one coming in. Yeah, this is 162 tag, but it is the 161 recommendation. Here's a 10-year-old 42-inch buckskin gelding, broke the ride, drive, traffic safe, super nice pony, 10 years old. I tell you what, there was a young kid down here last night. He hooked this pony down here, drove him up the road. Here's a well-broke 42-inch gelding.
Hey, look at there, boys. Here we go. Head of them made up, making $1,500, $50, $1,000, got 500, 600, now 7, now 7, 7, 7, and nothing, now $700, 600, 7, 800, 999.
Ventrell Road the last few years, walk, trot, canter, takes both leads, backs up, real nice, big and stout horse. Will handle the miles and only 12 years old, and he's the kind.
Anything else, Phil?
This is the red Don that I was interested in. He's about ready to go through. I really cannot decide what to do because he's so sweet and quiet, but I'm just not sure if he's really what I want. So I need to really make a decision quick here and figure it out. He is a really well-broke horse, it seems. So that's definitely a plus. And he's doing really well in the ring and is being very quiet and just listening so well.
$1,000, 37, we'll try 38, 80, 38 up top here, 37, 38, up along here, 8 now 4, 38 now 4, bottom here, 4, 39, 39 now 4,000, 39, 4, 39, 4. Here's one that's quiet. He's one a good, big, stout riding horse.
I really need to decide what to do, but I think I'm going to pass.
39, 4, change your mind. 39, this one circle 39, I'm going to meet a big and 4,000, 39, meet a big and 39, 4, 39, I'm going to meet a big and 4, 39, 39, 4, 39, now 4, 39, change your mind, 39, 4, and hurry.
Yeah, 100% sound. She just needs her feet trimmed up a little bit. Yeah, he said not barn sour. He said you can take her outside, you can ride her, do whatever you want. Yeah, he said she's not that way, just bring her right back in.
155 on the mayor, holding them up here, making them $1,000, 10 here to 10, 10, 10, Heather knocking them down, bag of 500, wants to be first, $500, laying off a 5 high. Yeah, 500, I'm made up, bag of 5, made up, 5, 5, 6, if I rob $600, laying off, I'm made up, $600, bag of 5, all but coming for you. Head of 1,000, I'm made up, bag of 10, 10, call bag of 500, here's the made up, $500, $700, $800.
Broke the ride. 10-year-old gelding that's broke the ride. Yeah, he said he's quiet. They just pulled him right out of the pasture there. They hadn't been rode in a while. Yeah, they clipped him. He just stood right there. Yeah, all the obstacles out here. This is a 3-year-old Hackney pony gelding. But just a good, honest 3-year-old gelding that's ready to go.
Hey, look at them over there talking about fancy. Here in about 13, 14, 13, 14, 15, 15. Come out here in a bit. I'll have it, darling. We're going to sell them $1,400. I'll have to get about $1,400. I'll have $1,400 here, 1450 yen.
I think we're under the money, but I think next one in is lot number 165. Lot number 165 is in. Here's a mini mare. Broke the ride. Hey, I think we got the paperwork right here, Meyer. We got a registered. We got all kinds of paperwork here. I'm not sure what all's what, but.
Broke the lead, feeding breed. I love them, made them, battering them down, banging $500 in a pound, made them, banging $5 3.
Scout, ready to go.
Made them, banging $1,500, $1,000, $500, million, $600, $5, 5, 6, 6, 6 of them on the slave was at $5, $6, $700, $780. That's 7, 8, 9, 800, 9, 9, half, 9, 8, 50, 9, 9, 9, 9, half, 8, 9, 50, 9, half, 1,000, 10, 10, 10, 10, half, he the big darling, 1,050, quarter half.
Number 189.
This is a 12-year-old, just came out of the country. He's been trail rode quite a bit, but the last couple of years I haven't used him much. I threw a saddle on him out here. The horse doesn't belong to me, but I threw a saddle on him, rode him out here, didn't do anything bad. Just a nice big horse.
Put another 100, 200 pounds on him, you won't know the horse.
Hey, $1,000, $1,000.
Look right off.
$500, I made a thing of $5, how much you got here? $300, 3 and 400 around here, 3 and 3.5.
Yeah, jump on him. And this here is a big jack, and I think that's what he is.
Hey, boys here, checking the ring, 500. I made a bang of $5, 300, I think the thing I made a bang of 200 and a half. $200, 2 and 25, I made a bang of 2 big down in the man, a bang of $25 later, 225. 200's on the bell, 100 on the base, 25, the bid and a half, 250 cents, 2 to the bit and 25, a half. And the bang of 2 to the bit and $25 later, 50.
All right, horse lovers. So sadly, there was nothing that I bought at this auction either. Oh my goodness. I am so sad. I really want to bring a horse home. But again, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. There's so many other auctions, so many other horses out there. And when it's meant to be, it's going to happen. Smoky Lane Stables is actually a really good auction. I like how the horses look. I like how the facilities kept up. And this was primarily a driving horse sale. So that's why you saw all of the standard breds. If you were looking for a standard bred or a driving horse, that is the night you would want to go. And they were selling pretty high, like $7,000 to $10,000. But since we were in the area, we of course wanted to go anyway. And they did have a few riding horses. And sometimes you can get a good deal since it was a driving sale and there's not as many people looking for riding horses. But there wasn't anything I was super interested in other than that red dun. The price he went for was actually really good, which he wanted $4,500 for him, and the horse was definitely worth that. But again, he's just not exactly what I'm looking for. He seemed quiet, gentle, he was big, stocky, really liked him, but I don't know, there was just something that I just didn't think it was right for me, and that's okay. I know that one is going to come along, and even though I'm bummed that I haven't found a horse so far this weekend, when it's meant to be, it's going to happen. And I'm not being so picky to the point where I'm turning away really good horses, but I just know exactly what I want, and I'm not going to rush it. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening in the long run, and hopefully I find a new horse or two soon or in the near future. All right, horse lovers, I hope you enjoyed this no matter what. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything Free Spirit Equestrian, and I'll see you next time, horse lovers. Bye.